Baby pana. Baby pana. Baby pana. I should have put my music on. It's dry in here. Hi. It's so dry in my house. I figured I will spend time with you guys today because I'm bored. I'm by myself. I'm kid-free. So I want to do a Q&A because I want you guys to ask me whatever you want. The sky is the limit. You will get an answer no matter what. I don't care what you ask. You will get an answer. This is raw, unfiltered, all of that. So I just wanted to get personal with you guys. See what everybody is doing. I'm about to eat me some good old crabs. That's a shame. I got me a dozen of large crabs all to myself. I know. A dozen of large crabs all to myself. Okay. I don't know. You gotta thank my mom. Mostly my mom, because my dad. You gotta thank my mom. I definitely have been blessed with some good genes. I'm half Puerto Rican and black, so I've definitely been blessed with some good genes. Thankful for that. But I think it's all about just even more taking care of yourself. Like I know, growing up, I never really had skin problems, anything like that. Because I don't wear makeup every single day, even though people can wear it every day and still have a beautiful face underneath. But I really do think it's about taking care of yourself, whatever works for you. But you take care of yourself, look young, you feel young, all that good stuff. Hi guys, ask me whatever you want. I'm so bored. You gotta keep me company while I eat my crabs. I almost forgot the best part. My butter. I don't need no light in here, right? Yeah, I don't need no light in here. Because after this, I'm going to watch a movie and relax. Okay? I ain't doing nothing else. I'm going to eat these crabs. I'm going to eat my crabs. And I'm going to relax. When you kid-free, I tell you, boy. It ain't nothing like relaxing. So that's what I'm about to do. Hey, Cindy. Hey, sissy. That's exactly what I'm about to do. I just got me some crabs. I'm about to tear these meat. Yep. I had to get them from my spot up here in Maryland, okay? Because their stuff, bang. Like, seriously. But you more than welcome to drive all the way up here. Oh, and they gave me 3 corns. Oh my God, this shit is so freaking good. Their corn from B&B Seafood. It's so good. So good. Hi, guys. I just came on here because I was bored. And I wanted you guys to keep me company. You can ask me whatever you want. So whatever you want, I don't care what you ask, you're going to get an answer. The raw and unfiltered. Never knew you were a liver. I didn't know that was a thing. Yes. I haven't been on here in a minute. I'm usually on my motivational, inspirational bag, but I wanted to get personal with my babies. You should come stay the night. I got a large, a dozen. I'm not going to eat them by myself, but you can come, sissy. I'm here. No, I love whole crabs. Like, this is the way to my heart. So if you do me wrong, if you treat me bad, I don't care what it is. If you give me some crabs and give me your time, it's the way back to my heart. Are you still in a relationship? I was never in a relationship. The guy that I was talking to was long distance. We were friends. We weren't together. But we was talking for like a good year. He made it clear in the beginning he did not want to be in a relationship. So I was, riding the wave until my heart got involved. And then, we had to, break ties. But yeah, I was never in a relationship. That was my baby though. Okay. Like, that was my everything. See, sis, you're doing too much. Whatever you got to do in the morning, you can do it from here. But yeah, we were just friends. I think that was my first time ever that I've been the one put in the friend zone. Just rude. Now I know what y'all guys, like, I know what it feels like now to be in the fucking friend zone. It's the worst feeling in the world. This is why I know why y'all be mad and shit. I get it. I'm sorry. I am sorry. When you have feelings for someone and you want more, but that other person is just playing and they don't want more, and you got to let that person go, it is like the hardest thing ever. So I'm sorry that we put y'all in a friend zone like that, and then y'all be, catching feelings and shit, and then, we ghost y'all. I'm sorry. I now know what it feels like. I do want to be in a relationship. I'm very monogamous. Very. Like, I've always been in a relationship. So this has been the first time that I've actually been single for almost 2 years. Like, it'll be 2 years in August. It's the longest I've ever been without a committed relationship. So it's very difficult for me. Like, I would love to be settled down, but it kind of helped me because I'm reaching my goals. I'm doing everything that I want to do. I'm getting my house situated. My son is good. I'm good. We're happy. It is good to kind of get that time away from somebody else so that you can find yourself and learn from, all of your past relationships to kind of figure out what you want and what you're going to tolerate, what you're going to deal with, or, what you want in a husband, all that good stuff. So, of course, I would love to be in a relationship, but I'm loving where I'm at right now, if that makes sense. I will be happy to DM you, babe. Friend zone for 4 years? No. You know what? It's crazy because it would have been 2 years in August. And I think I tolerated it for so long because I was in love with him. Like, all jokes aside, I'm going to be real, raw, uncut. I don't care what y'all ask me. Y'all going to get an answer today. Okay. But, I was in love with him. And that is the only reason why I think I tolerated being in the friend zone for so long, because I just wanted him in my life. If I can have just like any piece of him, I wanted him in my life. It was the first time I've ever experienced a person that really showed me different, taught me different, had me viewing life differently. Like, that's the type of person that I want to fucking be with. Somebody that can show me, things different than in my own perspective. Because a lot of times when we're in our own head, we don't make the right decisions. We don't do what's best or whatever. We just, so quick to just do whatever we think is right. And that may not be the case. So it's always nice to have that partner that's 50% with you, that can tell you when you're wrong, can teach you, can really be there in that way. So trust me, I miss him. We started as friends. And one night, what happened? I mean, I do believe that having a friendship first is so important. because a lot of people change over time. So it is important to be friends first, to get to know that person, to get comfortable with that person, to ask the uncomfortable questions, to do all of that before you get into a relationship. I strongly believe that. I really strongly believe that. So that's why I think I appreciated the friendship for so long, because we were really getting to know each other. But long distance, that shit ain't never gonna fucking work. I need somebody in my face fucking 24/7, okay? I'm clingy, but I'm not clingy. Like, I like my space, but I want you in my space. Is that a such thing? Can you be clingy and not clingy? I don't know. Like, it's going to be times that I want to be left the fuck alone, but then there's going to be times that I want you, like, all in between my legs, all wrapped around me, like, all of that. You wanted a taste of his loving. There is nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being friends with somebody and then just still make yourself available. I think that was the one wrong thing that I did, is like, with me, because I'm so used to being with one person and I'm always like committed, faithful, all that good stuff. It was so hard for me to even have other guy friends, even though we were friends and we weren't in a committed relationship. Like, that's just how much respect that I have for anybody that I talk to, that I date. I'm not going to talk to a million different guys at the same time. If it's just me and you, it's me and you. We can be friends, but we got to be like that type that's always hanging out. We doing things for a piece of change, all of that good stuff. I'm not going to be just doing that with a whole bunch of different guys. Like, it's just me and you. So I committed myself, even though I wasn't in a committed relationship. So I kind of, the advice that I would give, no, you don't want to be fucking with a whole bunch of different guys, but at the same time, keeping yourself available to hopefully meeting someone that actually is going to want you as much as you want them. Don't sleep with everybody, but you can date multiple guys. You can be around and talk to other guys, and whoever going, steal that heart. Let the other one go that's playing around. Okay. No, he wasn't still talking to other women, but he did have the mother of his child. He just had a newborn. So, you know how that goes, ladies. You always fight for your family in the beginning, no matter what, which I can appreciate. I would not want a child to, not have a two-parent home, so I get it. But at the same time, if you know that your heart is somewhere else and you're forcing yourself to be in a relationship with your child's mother just because of the child is not what really makes you happy, makes your soul happy, don't do it. You're only going to end up hurting in the end. I don't agree with that. But, that's what he chose, to be a family man. And I respect it. I respect it. And first of all, he was long distance, even if he was. I believed in my heart that he wasn't. But even if he was, it's fine with me. I don't expect, just because I'm committed to a friendship, relationship, whatever you want to call them, a situationship, I don't expect the other person to be. I would hope that they would have respect for me enough to not be sleeping around with a whole bunch of different women. Or if you do, wear a fucking condom, do whatever the fuck you're doing. But I don't expect that from the other end. Unless we actually both say, look, you done with your niggas, I'm done with mine. We gonna be cool. We gonna da-da-da-da. You have to communicate. You have to have that understanding of where you both stand in a relationship. Because I wanted a relationship, he didn't. And I put myself in a situation that I knew that I was against. And now look at me. Fucking sitting here hurt. It's like... Yeah, I'm telling you, the cries and the heartbreaks, I feel like it's going to happen regardless. It's going to happen regardless. You got to figure out who's the right guy to take that risk for. That's what you have to determine. Like, is this the person that I want to go through these heartaches with? Or that, maybe he just don't know how to love. That's why it's so important to be friends with someone, to really get to know their love language, to get to know who they are as a person, how they were raised. Because it's unfortunate. I know a lot of women I ain't got time to be raising no boys. That has nothing to do with raising boys. It has something to do with giving love to a person that never felt any love before, or showing them how to love another person other than themselves. it's so many, different reasons why you would want to stick around for somebody like that. Because they just may not know. They could have been in an abusive household where they don't know what love is. So I feel like that is really important. If you really see a man that's trying. Now, if he just disrespectful all the time, don't know how to act, cursing you out, acting a damn fool, that's his choice. But if he really is showing you that, look, I'm like, my mom wasn't around, my dad wasn't around, I don't know what love is. Like, I ain't had nobody love me or show me what love is or whatever. Y'all stick it out and talk about it. Because again, you may be that person to show him what real love is. And he may change for you a whole 180. And now look at y'all. Fucking married. Thank me later. I want to invite to the wedding. Hey, you ain't missing nothing, Dara. I'm over here just, doing my Q&As. But one of the questions, I had to go in a little in depth with, But you ain't missing nothing. You can ask me a question. I'm answering any question on here. I'm just enjoying my crabs. And they spicy. They put a lot of seasoning on these joints. But nothing. We was just talking about if I was in a relationship and do I want to be in a relationship. And, y'all hurting these black beautiful queens' hearts and shit. I feel like if y'all don't know what y'all want, if you are a man and you do not know what you want, okay, you don't know if you want to be a bachelor. You don't know if you want to be, hanging out with the fellas all the damn time. You don't know if you want to be financially responsible for her and a family. Don't get yourself involved. Get yourself where you want to be before you court another woman to be in your life. It'll make life so much simpler when you know what you want. Because we already know what we want. As women, real women, we know what we want. We know if we want to play around, because we're going to tell you from the jump. Y'all be playing games. Y'all don't want to be telling nobody, I just want to hit it and quit it type joint, or I just want to have fun. I will tell you in a minute, I just want to have fun. I'm single. I'm out here, da-da-da-da-da. That's all it is. I'm not ready for the relationship right now. Or if I feel the vibe that I'm getting and I want to have something serious, or I just want to date to get to, that point, I'm going to be honest with you so that I know where you're at so we can both be on the same page. Y'all just got to be open and honest. That's all. Know what you want. Not don't include me. How did y'all meet? What my African my African that I miss so much. Let me see. I remember. Not run them over the car. Never let a man get you to that point. And never let a woman get you to that point. That's a dub. I literally was abused by my child's father. And I'd be damned if I let any man get me to the point where I have to physically harm them or do anything. Because that's not going to make the situation better. It's only going to make it worse. If you feel like you have to get to that point, y'all should not be together at all. Nothing. No, let's try. Let's see if we can work this out. No. Never let a man get you to that point, ever. Always keep your cool. Always stay a lady. Always stay a queen. They don't hold your crown. You do. So if they treating you a certain way that you should not be treated, you kick rocks. Tell them to kick rocks. You deserve better than that. I refuse to put myself in that situation again. And ladies, we miss all the fucking red flags in the beginning. We be like, no, that's not a red flag, is it? No. Okay, no. We see all the red flags in the beginning. We just don't want to believe for what it is. Like, we see all the red flags. Don't say we don't, because we do. And we steady just be like, but he cool. Like, but I'm starting to like him. I'm starting to love him. And then be with this person for so many years, and all them flags just confirms itself in due time. So don't ever stick it in a relationship, especially if you don't have no ties. Like, I'm only saying this because I've been in this situation. You know what I mean? Like, I've stayed for 8 years because of my son. That was the only reason. The only reason it's even harder when you have ties with a man, when you have ties to them and you want to do right by your child or your children, yes, you're going to put up with some shit. But sometimes it just gets to a point where you have to really think like, no, this is not healthy for me, so it's not going to be healthy for my kids. Yeah, we do. We do go through a lot, especially when we in love, boy. That's the one thing about women. We love hard. We love hard. I can vouch for that. Whatever that you need, I'll be your rock. I'll be your support. I will be there for you. I've had so many people, friends, reach out and just like, why are you looking up applications for this man? Why are you trying to help him? Because I'm trying to, first of all, if you're a woman and you don't want to fucking uplift your man or get him to be better or do anything to try to put any type of progression in his life, what are you there for? No, seriously, like, what are we put into a man's life to do? Because that's the part that I get so confused. Don't judge me because if I'm with a man, he's held down a job, he's shown that he's been doing his part, doing everything he's supposed to be doing. Something happens, he loses his job, and I'm just supposed to be like, damn, you on your own. Would you want that to be twisted on you, turned on you, and he just leave? No. I tried to fill out applications for this man. I had him send me his resume. I'm trying to help him get to where he needs to be, and he was helping himself as well. It's not to say that, oh yeah, you do it. You do everything. I'm going to just sit here and chill. No, we're there for each other. So if you down, you bringing me down with you. I got to lift your ass back up. Like, bitch, I don't got time to be down there. I'm good. But it's important to be there for your significant other because that's where all the tension comes in. That's where everything comes in. The finances, your love for one another, your communication for one another. That shit dies when the other person is really, really going through something in their life. And even though they may be going through it on their own, they don't have to. They don't have to. It's our job or their job to make it better or to at least do the best they can to make the situation better. So I just never understood that. Like, people really get mad at me. Like, why are you doing this? You doing this? You doing too much. That's wife stuff. You doing too... What? That don't make no fucking sense. It don't make no sense. It don't. Like, if we talking for some months, depending... No, I may not go all out for you. It really depends on the vibes. It really depends on the person. It depends on their drive, their hustle, everything that they have going on with their lives. No, I'm not going to help anybody that either put themselves in a predicament that got them to where they was at or just don't give a fuck about life. No, you're not going to be in my life if that's how you think. I done broke up with so many guys over that dumb shit. If you're not a hustler like me, if you're not trying to get money, if you're not trying to get a career, if you're not trying to level up your life, if you're not trying to be successful or show me that you're financially stable and responsible, we cannot be on the same page. We can't. If something happens to me, how the fuck you gonna help me and my son? That's what we need to start thinking about getting into these relationships. It's not about us. It's not about the fucking dick. It's not about what all this other bullshit. It is about what they can do for you and your child or children if you have any. It has nothing to do with a love connection. None of that bullshit. Because somebody can love you but still not do shit for you. So in the beginning, if you meet somebody and they already fucked up, they not either on your level or above your level, is no reason to speak with somebody because where the fuck is that gonna go? If y'all don't have the same mindset, if y'all don't have the same lifestyle, if y'all not trying to get to the same places. I cannot be with somebody that I know, look, I bought a house, I'm trying to maybe rent it out, move, do this and that, and he be like, man, I ain't never trying to do none of that. I ain't trying to settle. I'm trying to, you know what I mean, just travel. I'm trying to da-da-da-da. Ain't those two different paths? Okay, then. Don't try to get them to change their mind. Don't try to get them to do anything because their journey and their path is their journey and their path. And yours is yours. You got to meet somebody on your same level. Exactly. And that's what we should be there. To be able to uplift you, inspire you, motivate you, fucking put a crown on your head. That's all it's about. Do y'all know what a man would do with a fucking woman by their side like that? Not nagging, not saying why you ain't do this, why you ain't do that, but actually look at the shit that they do. Please do that more often. Give credit for what we do and what they do. Because it could be vice versa. Because some of y'all niggas be acting da-da-da-da and be like, man, you ain't fucking clean up this house. But nigga, I just cooked you a full course meal. Damn. Can I get some help? Can I get something? Can you acknowledge that I cooked for you? So it goes both ways. We got to start giving credit for what is actually being done for us instead of always talking about what's not getting done. Give credit where it's due. If that man is doing what he's supposed to do as a man, then let him ride out. If it's a major issue, yes, communicate. Communicate. But don't just be like, man, you ain't do this, you ain't do that. I've been asking for this, and you ain't even do that. We can't even go nowhere, da-da-da-da. But you see him really grinding, seeing him doing what he's supposed to be doing. No, we're supposed to uplift him. Because you know what happens? It's unfortunate, but a lot of times we need people to push us to do more. And even though people say you should do it yourself, you should push yourself. I didn't go to college because nobody pushed me to do it. That's my reality. I didn't have family to push me and be like, hey, do better, be better, go out here, be different than what I was. I didn't have none of that. None of that. So I never went. I didn't have nobody to motivate me and push me. So it's important when you don't have family members like that, when you don't have a support system, that is where we come in place as a woman or as a man to be that for that other person, because they're not getting it at home. Their mom and dad not telling them they're going to be something. Their aunts and uncles is not. They don't have a support system. As Blacks, like, we barely have a support system because everybody got something going on. Everybody cannot be there for you and your problems. That's why you get your rock. You get your backbone. That's why you find your soulmate. Somebody that you know that when you feeling down, they're there to lift you up. That's just really all it is. It's not about you. When you start thinking about you, you start losing what makes that other person happy, and then they stop making you happy. That's just really what it is. It's a domino effect. If you know that that person is doing everything, you got to follow right behind that lead. You cannot expect somebody to go above and beyond for you, and you doing a bare minimum. I'm sorry. That ain't happening with me. You can't do the bare minimum with me because I go above and beyond for anybody. So just imagine what I do if you my man. Give you the deck. What? Like, I go above and beyond for friendships, family, anybody. If I rock with you, I rock with you. And if I don't, you will be taken out of my life. If that shit is not reciprocated, you will not be in my life. I'm sorry. Because I've been literally drained to where my cup was empty from being there for everybody else. Everybody else wanted something, but didn't fill my cup back up. I'm done with that shit. Stop doing for other people that do not reciprocate the same. Not to say if you do something, you got to do something back for me. That's not what I'm saying. It has to be where you know you can actually depend on that person if you ever needed something, like they can depend on you. So when you do something out of the kindness of your heart, that's the kindness of your heart. You should not expect anything in return for that. But I'm just saying, when you're in a relationship, shit got to be reciprocated. If I'm going above and beyond for you, I want that in return. We definitely was on two different journeys. We were on two different journeys, okay? That's all I'm going to say about that. You know, I have certain morals about certain things. I have, I don't know, the way that I just carry myself, the way that I move, it was really taking a toll on me and the person that I am. And when you on a different path with people, sometimes you got to let them go. Sometimes you just got to let them go. If y'all not on the same page, if y'all don't see eye to eye on certain things, like, I really take my friendships and relationships to heart. So if I cry to you, and I'm a crier. So if I'm really passionate about something, and I cry to you, I pour my heart out to you, and you just laugh in my face, that's a wrap. Because literally, I'm at my boiling point. See, when I'm at my boiling point, I'm very different from other people. I'm not going to sit here and cuss you out. I'm not confrontational. I don't have time for all of that. The way that I do it is I pour my heart out to you so that you can understand where I'm coming from, why I feel the way that I feel, what you're doing that's affected my life, and what we can do to make it better. If you laugh at me pouring out my heart to you, or if you do not take that seriously, or you do not make the necessary changes for us to be where we need to be, I gotta cut ties, because now you messing up with my peace. I gotta cut ties. That's just what it is. That's for anything. Do you know I stopped being close to my aunts? I had two favorite aunts out of my 5. I cut ties with them. It's just, this is what the reality is when you're trying to go places. If your heart is being torn with, if your peace is being interrupted, you have to let those people go in order to be the better version of you. That's just all it is. It don't even have to be ugly. It don't have to be, oh, this bullshit. No, just cut ties and say, I'm in a different place in my life. I want to focus on me. I want to focus on where I want to be, what I want to do. That is okay. That is okay to cut ties with people so that you can focus on you. That is completely okay. You give and have nothing left. Exactly. If you know that you constantly giving, and nothing is reciprocated and nothing is given back to you in return in the long run, because there's times I have friends, I'll do for you constantly. And now that I finally need something or need you or just need somebody to talk to, if you're there, now you're pouring back into me. It don't have to be nothing else. It can just be a conversation. It can just be your words of wisdom. It can be just your encouragement. That is filling my cup back up. It has nothing to do with, if you ask me for money, I want my money back. It has nothing to do with that. If you needed me to help you move and I need you to help me move and you ain't there. Has nothing to do with that. It's really just being there for other people, supporting them, and getting that support back when you need it. Because you can't expect all of your friends and family members to be there for you at the drop of a dime. If that's how you operate, then that's you. Everybody is not like you. So you can't always expect the same exact thing in return. Yeah. Thanks, yay. Thanks, my queen. I'm telling you, because their family doesn't mean that they have to stay in your life. Heck, yes. Okay, I don't talk to none of my mom's out of it's like, I love them. I love my family. I love my friends that I've had in my life. I love them. Trust me. But a lot of times your journey is not meant for everybody to go with you on. And a lot of people are not rooting for you either. Your family, friends, people are not rooting for you either. People are just waiting for your downfall. People feed off of that. All of that, that positive energy that you're giving them. They gonna try one thing to fucking just tear that on down because they not where they want to be in life. It happens. That happens too. So you always got to be careful on who you express your love and your aspirations to and your goals and all of that other stuff, because it may be the wrong person that you're giving that information to. So you want to watch out for those too. It kills me not to do for others. It'll eat me up. And at the end of the day, I'm not happy or okay. I'm alone with no one. With that, see, I've always said yes. Y'all need therapy, bitch, because therapy helps me. Therapy helps me. When I tell y'all, I originally didn't even go to therapy for me. Something happened to my son. And as a mother, I felt like it was necessary for me to get therapy separate from him so that I can learn as a mother how to deal with the situation that he went through. That's important too. That's another, honey. Okay, I could talk for days. I probably do look into that podcast. Okay. But I felt that it was necessary for me to get the therapy that I needed as a mother. Not even realizing that I had my own internal issues, that I was dealing with my own demons, that I was holding on to so much pain until I released it to a therapist, where I cried it out with a therapist, where I talked it out and really was like, damn, I've really been holding on to all of this stuff and I did not even know. She made me look at my parents differently. I'm like, damn, they fucked me up. No, but it was just certain things that the therapist really, really helps you to open up your eyes. I have a Black woman therapist, and she really helped me open up my eyes to learn the mistakes that I've made that I was putting on to others, thinking like, this not me, it's them. You know how we have that mentality? It ain't me. It's them. It's always both parties. It is always both parties. You have played a part in that person some way, somehow. So it's so good to actually speak with the therapist, because that's what helped me to start saying no to people. I literally cut ties with friends because I knew it was always them coming to me, them asking me for help, them asking me for money, them asking me for a place to stay, them asking me this, da da da. I literally had a friend that constantly, and this is not my BFF. I don't need anybody acting crazy and going back saying they, I'm not talking about none of that. I've had friends that literally just leached off of me. And I had to finally start saying no. And it felt amazing. And of course I had to stop being that person's friend, because you just constantly are the supportive friend, but they can't be there for you because they're always the one that needs support. You understand? They're always needing fucking help. They're always needing support. How the fuck can you support me if you can't support yourself? All the time. It's all the time something is new. All the time, can I have this? All the time, can I stay with you? All the time, I need this. Can you drive me here? Can you do that? Look. So you gotta be careful with those as well. So with therapy, that's what helped me to say no and not feel a damn thing anymore. Because you know that by you saying no to that person, it was in your heart all along that you didn't want to help them because of how they are or how they treat you, because you wouldn't feel bad. If you said yes to a person, that's because you wanted to do something out of the kindness of your heart, and you know that you wanted to do something for that person. You won't feel bad if you say no. You understand? So I would never, if you need to say no about something, you say no and you feel good about that shit. You stand on that, because that's now messing with you, and they sleeping at night. You understand? So you got to send me her info. I will DM you as soon as I think I got her card. I think I have her card. So I'm a DM. I'm so mad if I'm missed anybody because my hands is so damn. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. No offense if any white people in my life, which I'm sure ain't no white people in my life, but no, a black woman therapist or a black man therapist for men. I feel like you should be with your own genre. They know you the best. Yeah. Look at me, genre. Your own fucking sex, because at the end of the day, they'll be able to understand you the most. Your race and your sex will be able to understand you the most. Yeah, well, abandonment issues from daddy. Sometimes we just gotta let the past be the past, because I can't tell. I mean, I didn't have a close relationship with my father until my mid-20s or something like that. I didn't even have a close relationship with my mama until my mid-20s. We are the best of friends now. My dad is another story. We working on it. But, I didn't want to carry those issues with me, because I realized that's what affected me in all of my relationships. I literally had a heart-to-heart with my father, even though this was years ago. I guess he was in a different headspace. He didn't take it the way I wanted him to, but it was important that I talk to my dad about why I'm having issues with men and try to get an understanding on why I'm having issues with men, because I just felt like I wanted company no matter what. No matter if they was abusive, no matter how bad they talked to me, no matter how bad they treated me, no matter how many times they cheated on me, I needed the company of a man. So with that, it was it started to make me realize I'm filling a void from not having my father show me love. I didn't have those father-daughter dances. I didn't have, birthdays with a card, and you're my princess and you're my number one baby girl and blah, 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 blah. I didn't have that. And I wanted that. I craved for that type of love from my father, to be able to just call me his princess and hug me and kiss me and just be a dad. Just be a dad. And I didn't have that growing up. So that kind of where it put me in my relationships, and I had to let it go. I had to break free from that shit, because I was allowing things to happen to me that I knew that was downright just wrong for any man to treat a woman. So once you let that go and just forgive that person, not for them, for you. I know y'all hear that all the time. Do not forgive that person for them. It is for you. When you forgive someone, no matter if you have a conversation with them or not, even if you just text them and say, I forgive you, it lifts so much off of your shoulders. It puts you in a different headspace so that you can move on. It's not going to happen overnight, but it will help. Trust me. Yeah, I've been looking for a therapist for Pooh. Oh, I got you. She works with CJ. She's amazing. Yay. I got you. I'm gonna I'll DM you her information too. I got you. I don't understand why Black people feel like it's so wrong to see a therapist. I really don't. When I tell y'all, I don't know if I looked at it back then. I don't know. All I knew is that my son needed help. My son is the same situation, and I didn't want him to grow up like me at 30. I'm 31 now, but at 30, I literally was like where I was losing people in my life. I was trying to figure out some things. I don't want him to get to that age and try to figure out where he want to be. Yes, I have a career. Yes, you may have a career. Yes, you may have family. Yes, you may have certain things going on with yourself. Yes, I own a home. I own my car. But that's material things. It had to do with me internally. Where do I want to be? What truly, truly makes me happy? Where do I see myself at? And I was just like, damn, I love dancing, but I don't even dance as much. I love singing, but I don't sing. I love freaking cooking, but I don't cook, to get on competition shows and stuff like that. Like, I literally had to realize, like, damn, a lot of my passions that I had as a child, I let just die because I didn't take it serious, or I didn't have family to push me. I didn't have certain things. I didn't, none of that. So it was important for my son to be able to put him in therapy so that he can deal with his dad issues. Just because they're young, you deal with them now, because once they get older, they're going to be like us, all abandonment. We still taking our anger out on people, having trauma and, having tantrums and doing all of this stuff. Y'all think we act like this for no reason? It's always a reason behind how we act. It's how we deal with it. It's how we cope with it. It's how we figure out how to get this little girl under control. How to get this little boy under control. That's just really what it is. And finding ways to cope with it, or forgiving the person that did harm to you, or seeking therapy, or just having that one person that you know that you can depend on and be there for you and not be judgmental. Reach out. Talk about it. It's going to help you. My son is in therapy. He's been in therapy since he was 7. To talk about the issues that he's going to have without having his dad around when he gets older, so that he doesn't have any resentment. Because he used to yell at me because I was here in his presence. I used to get blamed for why his dad wasn't here. I used to get yelled at, it's your fault. It's your fault. Our kids are screaming for freaking help. And it's our job to do that as a mother, as a father, as a godparent, as whatever you are, a guardian. It's our job to do that for our kids, no matter what. So therapy really, really it helped me to kind of open up my eyes on certain things. It helped my son, Lord Jesus, because he was a bully. If anybody know my son, he was crazy. He was great. But the therapist really, really helped us. And I don't feel like any Black person should be ashamed with reaching out to a therapist. It really does help. If anything, sometimes your job will pay for it. Sometimes you have benefits. Sometimes you just pay a copay. Reach out. Just ask. Doesn't hurt to ask. Okay? I'm cracking up. I'm trying to catch up with you guys. Look at my hands. Can't even eat my crabs. See, this is real love. This is real love. This conversation we're having right now is real love, because I'm not even eating my damn crabs. And give me my homework. I guess she was white. Said forgive him, and I asked how sis couldn't tell me shit. You know what? I can tell you this. Forgiveness comes with actually just saying it out loud. I feel like we really harbor on certain things that don't have to be so difficult. I literally been through some shit. And when I tell you, if I did not forgive the people that hurt me, or forgive the people that hurt my child, honey, I would not be where I'm at right now. I would not be able to talk to you guys right now. you have to forgive. You have to move on. You have to let the past be in the past so that you can live in the present, not the future, live in the present. You have to just say out loud, I forgive you, and say their name. Say their name. No matter what. Just say it out loud. That's it. That's all you have to do. It is that simple. You don't have to go through a whole kumbaya session. If you don't even want to talk to that person ever again, it's just a matter that God hears you say you forgive that person so he can lift that shit off your shoulders. That's just it. It's that simple, baby. Like, I want you to do that for me because I know you mention that a lot. It's, we've talked plenty of other times and I know you mention that a lot. And I just want you to just let go, forgive, and say, I forgive you. Say that person's name and wash it. Wash it away. Get in the shower. And did you know how many times I get in the shower and just cry? It feels so amazing. Just get in the shower and cry and scream out loud, you forgive them. And they will not hold your life back. You will not hold my life back. I'm going to be able to move on and do what I need to do for me. Please, I want you to do that. I just gave you your homework, okay? You're welcome, babe. She was a bad therapist, not because she was white. That's true, Kristen. That is true. But you know what? I've been there. I had a white guy therapist for CJ, and his way of thinking, like the way he talked about how you punish your kids. Us black folks, we punish our kids a little bit different than white folks. This is just reality. This is not going to be that type of conversation because you know me. I love you, Kristen. I love all my whites. Okay. But I just feel like in the black community, we are better with a black therapist. I really do feel that because even though therapists are there not to judge you, in reality, if you have not been in my shoes, if you have not experienced anything that I've experienced or have family members that experience, because I'm sorry, every black person, we've all in our family, around our family, in our home have experienced something that is going on within the black community. No matter what, ain't none of us, not one of us is privileged. So at the end of the day, it is so, it's so beneficial to have a black therapist if you are black. That's just my personal opinion because I've had a white therapist and I just felt like his way of handling certain things, it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. And everybody's different. But I do feel like your race, your own race, your own sex therapist can help. Now, say if you have a little boy, like my son, he has a woman therapist. You can have a woman therapist or a men's therapist, whatever you prefer. But sometimes I feel like even test it out. Sometimes you're going to meet a therapist that don't meet your needs. Please don't just give up. Please don't give up. It's like a trial period. You literally have to find somebody that makes you comfortable, that you know that is going to be beneficial to your life. It's going to take time. I think we've ran through 3 therapists. The third one was the winner. Third was the lucky charm. We went through 3. The first one was a white woman because that was automatically assigned through the victim compensation of whatever, you went through. We had a white woman therapist and then we had a white male therapist. It just didn't work for me. It didn't. So I went to a black woman therapist and she's the bomb. Okay? She's the bomb. Oh, let me see. Yeah, we're not saying that white people bad therapists. We just saying that they're not for us. That's just what it is. That's reality. Like, not for me. Sorry. I hate this new live thing because once I end it, I guess I have to share it to my page because it doesn't sit on live for 24 hours. But I don't like certain stuff on my page. Like, I like to be able to just, I don't know, it's weird. But I'll leave it on my page for 24 hours and then I'll delete it. I'll do that for you, boo. You don't know why you find it so hard to forgive. Now I'm crying. Oh, oh, boo. We're gonna have to link up. We're just gonna have to link up, and I'm gonna help you. I want to help you because I know it's very difficult. I've had women in my DMs that even just say they don't even never met me in my life, okay? Never met me in my life. And really tell me they don't have family to support them. They don't have family to talk to. They don't have anybody in their corner. They feel alone. They feel abandoned. They feel all these things. And it just breaks my heart. It really does, because I'm the one who made the path that I'm on to feel free. So I can give you the steps, but it's really up to you to take those steps, to really, really focus on that main goal. And that main goal is to be internally happy and at peace. Because the people that hurt you, honey, they not thinking about you. They not thinking about you. Anybody that's ever hurt anybody ain't thinking about you. They is not crying, talking about something, I can't believe I done fucked up. If they did, they would have never hurt you in the beginning. Let's get that clear. If somebody really love you and genuinely freaking care, they're not going to put you through no hurt and pain as bad enough for you to even sit there and have a hard time forgiving them. No, we're not doing that. We're going to forgive today. Text me your DM me your number. Because we won't get through this healing. Okay? I ain't got nothing but time and opportunity. Nope, I got you. Jesus is the best. He's the only one that can help people. Yes, I'm telling you, he really is. I am not a religious person, but I do know that my God has been blessing me, okay? And I will give all of that to him. But it is so important, definitely, to pray about your problems. Pray about the good. Pray about the people that hurt you. Pray for them. My son prayed for his damn dad, okay? And I'll be over here like... But then I'm like, wow, he's praying for him. He's not saying I hate him. He's not saying, oh, he need to be here and I wish he was here. No, my son's at 11 talking about he prayed for his daddy. Okay? At 11. That's the shit that like really, really drives me to be on this path, because my son is watching. And even if you don't have any kids, you should just want to be the best version of you for yourself so that you can just be at peace. The world is crazy enough. You don't got to drive yourself crazy. You welcome, babe. I got you. Seriously, I got you, because we not doing this, okay? We are not going through this. What are you like? I think you said you was like 28, 29. We not going through this. Nope. Do you know, as soon as I hit 30, the whole world done fucking changed around me. The whole world changed around me as soon as I hit 30. I don't care what nobody say. But I feel like when you hit 30, it's like a brand new fucking person just comes out like, whew. Like, I'm leaving you behind. I forgive you. Fuck you. Like, it's a whole different type of vibe. You're on a whole different type of vibe. If you're not already there before 30, trust me, when 30 hit, you're going to be on a whole different vibe. You're going to want certain people around you. You're going to want to do certain things. It's a whole different vibe. And it's going to feel good. It's going to feel good, trust me. And I hope I didn't miss any of your questions, because I literally was trying to like scroll up, scroll down. But I think I'm caught up. Somebody said why, but I don't know what they said why to. But we'll figure it out at the time. Mama always says she sees so much potential in me and I don't see it. Yes. And then you got a mama in your life that is telling you the great things about yourself. Take that in. Soak that in. Because there's parents out here that won't tell you nothing. If she see it, obviously, you got to start believing that, because obviously it's real. It's true. It's genuine. It's coming from your mom. Our mamas know best. You have to believe in that shit. Anybody can tell you. But if you don't believe in it, yeah, you're not going to see it. You're not going to see it at all. Start working on things that you don't like, little by little. Start changing your view on yourself, because obviously there's some issues that you have with yourself. Start looking at that person and figuring out, okay, what do I need to do to make me whole again? What do I need to do to make me whole again? That's what it is. And just pray about it for real. Like, I'm telling you, if you just pray about it, if you speak it out loud, If you're not a religious person, just speak it out loud. Because at the end of the day, he's still going to hear you. But just speak it out loud. Speak your truth. Speak all of that. And I'm telling you, you'll start feeling a lot better. I need you to believe in that. But you're going to DM me information. We are going to link up. Okay? I'm going to give you the biggest hug ever. All right? And we are going to take a walk. And we are going to figure this out. Okay? Promise you that. As soon as you send me your information, I'm going to let you know when I'm free. Usually I'm free like every Sunday. I don't really do anything unless I'm going away in like 2 weeks. But maybe we can do something when I come back. It'll be in July. So when I come back, we can definitely link up so that we can go through this process. All we need is just one day. We're going to use one day and we're going to get through this process. And then from there is where you take it. It's how far you want to go. It's how bad you want your situation to change. Because the more you hungry for something, the more you're going to work at it and it's going to change. So I got you. But if y'all don't have no more questions for me, if y'all don't need nothing else from me, I'm about to hang it on up. This was really good, though. Because I'm telling you, how long we been on this thing? I definitely would have eaten like all my crabs by now. I'm still on the first one. But I love y'all, though. I really do. And I'm glad we were able to have this conversation because I know a lot of y'all wanted to hear it and needed to hear it. Sometimes I got to hear it myself. So it's always good to talk about it out loud. It's really important. A lot of people be like, why people go on live and always be talking about shit? Sometimes we need to get it off our chest too. And we may not have nobody here to talk to, so we talk to y'all. Thank you. I appreciate you too. So it's important to talk about the issues. Talk about what's heavy on your heart. Anytime something is really heavy on my heart, I got to talk to you about it. If you don't like my delivery, which is not bad, it's just if you don't like to, and it's not confrontational. My delivery is never harsh or confrontational, anything like that. It's really like me pouring out my heart to tell you this is how I feel. And if you cannot be receptive to that, if you cannot take that, it's hard to build a friendship off of that. If somebody genuinely doesn't care about how you feel, you know? No. We got to work on a better version of us every single day, no matter what it is. Work on us. I mean, I'm supposed to freaking go away this weekend. Now I'm going to be stuck in the house. Bored. But I'm going to Vegas in a couple weeks. I'm out. I can't take it. I can't take this Rona shit. I really can't. So I'm out. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you for all of your questions. I hope that I've helped someone in some type of way tonight. I think they only got a minute remaining before it deletes my live. But I love you guys. And for those 2 girls, ladies, please make sure you DM me your number. And if y'all both even want to take a walk, we're going to take a walk and we're going to get through this. Okay? But I'm going to finish my crabs. And I'm going to relax. So y'all enjoy the rest of your night.